This news highlight is brought to you by Borneo Online.
Woman dies in head-on collision in Nia. A woman died in a vehicle crash on January 31st after the car that she was traveling in with her husband and two younger sisters was involved in a head-on collision with a four-wheel drive in Suai, Nia. In the 1 p.m. accident, the vehicle driven by her husband was heading back to her longhouse nearby, whereas the four-wheel drive was heading to Bintulu from Miri. Her two sisters' husband and 5 others inside the four-wheel drive only sustained body injuries and were brought to Miri Hospital. Remains of sole Malaysian passenger on board Air Asia QZ at 501 arrived in Kuching. The remains of sole Malaysian passenger on board Air Asia Indonesia flight QZ at 501 Si Chuang Hui was flown straight from Surabaya to the Royal Malaysian Air Force Base on February 11. Si's remains were accompanied by wife Annie Wong Mu Nyi, their 2 children, as well as an officer from the Malaysian Embassy in Indonesia. He was a 56-year-old businessman from Kuching based in Jakarta. Ghost Strike Back. The metal height restriction barriers built by Public Works Department across Bakun Road was struck off its post by drivers of overloaded unregistered trucks, known as lorry hantu or ghost lorries, within 24 hours after being set up on February 11. The restriction barriers were put up to prevent unregistered timber trucks from using the Bakun roadway. The issue of the illegal trucks carrying logs and old palm fresh fruit bunches had been highlighted by the people in Belaga and their elected representatives for a long time before something was finally done. It was suggested that bigger and stronger barriers will be able to make them difficult to destroy, or that timber licenses of those involved should be revoked if they were found to have openly challenged the government. Special attention for Sarawakians. The Ministry of Education is introducing new requirement guidelines to increase the number of trainees from Sarawak in Teachers Training Institutes (IPGs) and serve in the state after graduation. Education Minister Tan Sri Muhyiddin Yassin said special attention will be given to applicants who met the minimum entry requirement in proposed new guideline. According to Muhyiddin, each year there were between 2,000 to 4,000 vacancies for teachers in the nation, and graduate teachers from Sarawak made up to about 1/10 of that number. To improve the future intake of percentage of teachers from Sarawak, the Education Ministry will increase the percentage in stages. Under the new policy and guideline, Muhyiddin explained that the selection committee will look at all the Sarawakian applicants on a case-by-case basis. According to Muhyiddin, the committee will look at other aspects such as the result of specific SPM subjects, co-curriculum, and interest to become teachers for individuals that did not meet the criteria. Students who did not meet the minimum requirement when they were accepted into an IPG will be absorbed into a special upskilling program throughout the course of their study. Muhyiddin teases PKR for offering advisor post to Dr. M. When asked to comment on calls by national leader that former Prime Minister Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad should take over the post of PKR advisor, Deputy Prime Minister Tan Sri Muhyiddin joked that PKR must be desperate for good leaders. Muhyiddin later said during a press conference at Civic Centre on February 13 that Dr. Mahathir will never join opposition as he has been leading UMNO members for decades and he was a critical part of UMNO. Nevertheless, Muhyiddin said it will be up to Dr. Mahathir to join PKR or not. The post of PKR advisor was made vacant after Datuk Sri Anwar Ibrahim's jail sentencing for sodomy.